Hello everyone, today is the 12th of February 2022 and I'm in my Villa Park stadium again today doing some more work, and I just thought I'd just go over what it is I'm doing. I haven't done too many of these videos lately, so thought I'd better get you up to speed for those of you interested in my Villa Park stadium build. So what have we got going on? The lower tier of the Holte End now has got some seats in, courtesy of subbuteo and there's 537 seats installed at the moment on the lower tier, with probably about another 700 seats to go on that lower tier there. So and I've also, I don't know if I showed you before, but added some other flooring on the exits of the stadium. So you got the green flooring that you would see at the Villa, that actually takes you down to the toilet area and the refreshments, as you can see. Now that basically, that one, as you can see here, and if you can see there, they are in the two shade green stripes that they have in the Holte End. I'm not sure if they have it in any other part of the ground, as I've not been in there too often. I'm usually in the Holte End. That is not going to be any more than basically something that you can see as you look through there, so no specific detail needs to be done in that area. Now we can go back outside of the stadium. There's the Holte End lower there and the Trinity Road side. Now partway along the Trinity Road, the ground level changes at the Villa, and as you can see, we get to the Trinity Road there. There's a staircase, which obviously got a bit of work to do on that at the moment, but that's for much later on in my process. And basically what I've had to do is to increase the level of the ground here, and I've basically created, I've got some material from work, which is 8mm thick and got 3 layers. So we're talking about approximately 24 to 25 millimeters from the board going up. So that will be the ground level of my Villa Park from that part of the Trinity Road that you can see there, and all the way round in all this space here, because all this is going to be filled in with some model work. So you can see the outside of the Holte End, etc. All the way across the back of the Holte End to that side of the Holte End, and then there's staircases down to the Witten Lane to take it back to ground level. My ground level being the board, of course. I'm using 9mm MDF board for the whole of the stadium. So that's what I'm doing now. Now, what I need to do, because I'm doing great detail in the Holte End, including all the levels underneath the terracing, so certainly of the upper tier anyway, that has 2 levels of toilets and what facilities are we talking about? Toilets and refreshments, that's the word I'm looking for. So all that's going to be in here. Now obviously I need to build all that. Bit of an engineering course here for me, because to build it I need to make sure that all the staircase levels are the same. I'm building the Holte suite here, so we're going back to the floor levels that I mentioned before. I've got 2 pieces of 8mm material, so we've got 16.5mm of thickness there, and I need to take that up to another piece of 8mm material, which I'm going to have to get from work because I haven't got any 8mm at home at the moment. So when we do some more 8mm construction at work, some 8mm tools, I can use the scrap material and basically just cut it to size, stick it on the top, and that'll be my level. So so that obviously will come and fill all this area here when the time comes. But I need it basically at the moment so that my exit or my entrance into the Holte suite at the rear of the Holte End is going to be at the right level. So then I can get the levels then of every other area done as well. So obviously this area here, you take that away and you can see through to what will be the pitch one day. That basically is where I actually stand while I'm having a pint in the Holte End, looking out onto the pitch. You may have seen some of my pictures and videos that I've taken from Villa Park. Well, that's going to be that area there, and that is the bottom part of the 2 tiers of refreshment and toilet landings in the Holte End upper. So that's going to be quite an interesting task with the toilets and also the facilities, the staircases, etc. have all got to be added into that. So I decided I'm going to build it all as I go, level by level, including the actual terracing on the outside. And basically I've started my section of the second tier of the upper tier of the Holte End, and as you can see, I've made those slats here, just cut off pieces of material that I've taken from work with their permission, of course, and basically that will just slot on onto there, like so, and that will form the beginnings of the upper tier of my Holte End. So so that's how that's going to look. A lot more to do in terms of detail before I'm going to get ready to get that on. Now the back of this Holte End is going to be on a separate piece of board, which I can take away so that you can actually get to see inside the Holte End. So all that detail I'm building won't be for nothing. You will be able to get to see it as part of the display when it is out at venues. I will take at some point during the day, take the back off the Holte End so that people can see inside it. I'm going to be in there with my sons. I'm actually here with my wife and with Ridley, and it looks like I fell over. So let me sort myself out. I obviously had one too many beers. There we go. Get back there out. And that's me, Kerry and Ridley. So so we're going to be there. Ridley is also situated in another part of the ground with Gianluca. Not that you're going to be able to see him in there. He's actually in there somewhere at the top of the north stand there with Tito. I believe that's his name. Who is he's up there. No, we're not going to be able to point him out to you, I don't think. Yes, he is in there, trust me. Anyway, I'm waffling on and messing around a little bit. So that's what I'm doing today. Trying to get these levels up so that I can make sure that I'm getting the right height. Because I need to keep it to scale to the figures, which are basically 176 or 00 scale figures that I'm going to be using inside that part of the stadium. To make the realism, to maximise that effect if I can. What else am I doing? At some point this weekend also, the north stand sides, as you can see where the seating is there, well, people can fall out the sides at the moment. I've got the stair rails in there now to help prevent them doing that, and that side too. But basically, that needs to have the side supports in, and what better items than these things that I've got. They're gonna, I'll show you in the Holte End there, they're gonna sit something like that at the side. I've obviously got to cut them to shape, and what I'm going to do with some plastic or some clear plastic material, I'm going to stick one on that side of that one and put that on top of it, and because they're all cut to exactly the same size, well, they're all going to fit nicely. And then I'm going to stick that obviously on the other side, so that will then make double the thickness of that, and I will have the clear plastic for the windows coming through, so you'll be able to look through. I've got to check on my research to make sure I'm getting the right colour, because I might have to spray these. I think they actually might be in a maroon or claret colour. I might have to spray them first or paint them with a brush beforehand, before I start the construction of that. So I need to check that out. And then they will be cut to size and shape and put down the sides of that north stand there. There we go, that's it'll go in there, and in that side there as well. So so that'll be for the upper tier of the Do It for Defib stand, which I have renamed Villa's North Stand for that, to tie in with my fundraising. Just a quick look at my Trinity Road before I carry on with my work for the day. And the Doug Ellis as well, as you can see, last time you looked, there weren't so many seats in there, so I'm getting on top of the seating area on the Doug Ellis now as well. So so that's looking well. Now you may or may not know that Villa have changed that corner. I think in preparation for their work on their new north stand, because this one here is being demolished at some point. There's a new exit in that corner now, which basically looks like a tunnel. So in that corner where I've got Borussia Dortmund fans, they've cut into that now and built a tunnel, which is still under construction at the Real Aston Villa. I'm not going to include it. This is Villa Park how I want it to be remembered, as it was at the start of this particular football season, and so that's how it will remain. I have plenty of photographs, so if anything changes, I've got all the research that I need already done. So there we are. So lots and lots of work still to do, but it's coming on. So I'll come back again once I've done some of the work on this. I'm babysitting tonight, so I won't be doing much more this evening or this afternoon. and of course tomorrow Villa are live on the television at Newcastle, so fingers crossed for that one. But thank you guys for watching, and sorry if I've taken up and bored you for the last 15 minutes. Take care now.